Howdy y'all, welcome to Lakewood, Texas. We're here at what used to be the iconic Lakewood Theater that has since been transformed into a bowling alley, actually themed and inspired by the Big Lebowski. So if you're a Big Lebowski fan, then you'll have to come in here and bowl a 300 for me. But hey, here's what we're gonna do today. I'm gonna walk you through some different neighborhoods at some different price points, so that way you can see what it's like to live here in Lakewood and maybe see what fits inside of your budget. And if you stick around all the way till the end, I'll even show you the top listing in all of Lakewood. It's pretty darn cool, actually. Very historic home. We actually got pretty lucky. And I'll even show you some of the top attractions along the way. So if that's what you're looking for, then stay tuned because we're getting into it right now. Hey ladies and gentlemen, if you're looking for the most thorough deep dive into all things Dallas, Texas, well, this is the channel that helps you do that. So I invite you to subscribe down below. Make sure you tap the bell for notifications so that you can stay up to date on the current market here in Dallas, Texas. We drop new videos every single week. My name is Jimmy Webb Jr. I'm a local real estate agent, born and raised here, and we're getting tons of calls and emails every single day from people just like you who are ready to make a move here in Dallas, and we absolutely love it. So if you are thinking about buying or selling here in the Dallas area, then gotta reach out, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or jump on our calendar if you want to jump straight to a Zoom call with us. That is our favorite, but whatever way is easiest for you, we've got your back. We're making a smooth move out here in Dallas, Texas, or in Lakewood. As you can see, those are the kind of homes with these kinds of views of the lake right here that you can find every now and then. They don't come on the market all that often, but when they do, you're definitely gonna wanna be first in line if you have the budget for them, right? So I'm running around White Rock Lake on my rollerblades, busted out the old Bowers to get this section done for you guys here today. But there's actually a couple more really cool houses on this side, a couple modern ones, and then a traditional one we're coming up on as well. But before we jump into the neighborhoods, I wanted to give you just a brief introduction here of what Lakewood is kind of all about, right? So location wise, you're gonna be about 15 minutes away from downtown Dallas, about 30 minutes away from DFW Airport. So that big major airport hub is obviously super nice to have. So there's that traditional one that I was mentioning earlier. And still, I mean, the lake is just right here. It's so beautiful out here. Median home price is gonna be at $608,000. So it's gonna be up there, right? So you gotta bring your pocketbook a little bit if you're coming to Lakewood. There's that modern one right there, and then there's another one right next to it up here. It's a little bit darker right there. You see that one? But yeah, really cool. You get some really cool homes out here. But I'll take you through here once we get through this brief introduction. So yeah, 59% of residents here own their homes. So, listen, Lakewood is definitely a place where, you come to set some roots down, raise a family, and really become a part of the community out here, right? It's pretty tight knit. I was having a conversation with one of the neighbors I was shooting next door, and yeah, definitely tight knit community. Population of 18,000, median age of 38. So, there's an older contingent, but then there's that younger contingent that's coming in recently as well. And a median household income of 133,000, right? So yeah, people are doing pretty well for themselves out here in Lakewood. The job market, you're 15 minutes away from downtown, right? So, you're gonna have plenty of opportunities out here. As far as schools go, Lakewood Elementary might be the best elementary school in the state of Texas, definitely in Dallas, that's for sure. And then, yeah, I'll talk a little bit more about some of the schools and everything as we go into the first segment in here, so you'll have to stay tuned for that. But yeah, the general vibe is, pretty upper class, but it's an urban suburban mix, right? So it's a pretty unique little suburb out here, just north of downtown Dallas out here. So, but yeah, what I do love about Lakewood is the vibe that I love about the homes is you're gonna have a lot of homes that are updated on the inside, but but then keep that historic charm on the outside, but it kind of seeps into the inside as well, right? So I talk about that a little bit in a different segment as well. But yeah, enough of this kind of introduction, boring numbers stuff. Let's get you to some houses so you can see kind of what's going on here. And then, yeah, great spot to finish up here, right on the pier right there. So yeah, let me take you through some different homes at some different price points, show you the different styles of living out here in Lakewood. All right, let's cruise. All right, welcome to the first neighborhood. So this home right here that we're gonna feature first is going for $540,000, 3 beds, 2 baths on 1,700 square feet, which is gonna put you at $318 a square foot. This home was built in 1949 on 0.17 of an acre lot, okay? So you also have a 1-car garage on the back side, okay? So the one thing that you will wanna know about Dallas is it's pretty popular to see alleys on the back side, right? So the idea is to protect the front side, curb appeal, and you'll have that alley on the back where you'll have access. Really the alley will be the way that you get to everybody's garages on the back side, right? So some people like that, some people don't, but just so you're kind of aware of that. But this style, right, is that traditional brick style. Again, that's going to be, that traditional brick is really popular in Dallas, but here in Lakewood, there's going to be a little bit of variety. And so you'll want to stay tuned to see the rest of these homes that I feature, because even the next one might just blow your mind, right? So on the inside of that one too, you know, it feels pretty small, right? I mean, it's only 1,700 square foot. You know, pretty good for like a starter home, you know, maybe a family without any kids just yet, maybe, right? Or maybe a single person as well. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be completely updated on the inside though. I mean, it's going to be 100% move-in ready, right? And so, yeah, I mean, some of these homes are really, really cool though. I mean, you've got some of these were built in like the 1930s up in here. And so, I mean, some of these homes are 90 years old, right? And so, you know, like here's another traditional brick. A lot of these on this side are traditional brick. I guess on this street, you know, they're sticking with that traditional brick style. But yeah, the trees, you're gonna see these big old trees. You're gonna see a lot of old growth trees here in Lakewood. That's really gonna be a theme that I think you'll notice as we start to go through the different neighborhoods. Landscaping is really nice. You know, everybody's taking care of their lawns and everything like that. Other than being off of, that's Abrams Road right there. So that's kind of a main street that goes through Lakewood. Once you get away from that main street, I mean, it's super quiet in here. I mean, you're not gonna have much through traffic, you know, on these actual residential streets right here. And you're pretty close to, you know, that Lakewood Theater area that's gonna have a ton of restaurants over there, really good restaurants actually, and some boutique shopping over there as well. The country club's right there. The Whole Foods is right there as well. So, and then you're also not too far from Lakewood Elementary, right? So let's talk about the schools a little bit. So yeah, Lakewood Elementary is arguably the best elementary school in the state of Texas, right? Definitely in Dallas. You know, this is kind of a golf cart community a little bit as well. So, you know, you'll see people or parents rather driving their golf cart with their kids over to the elementary school in the morning and picking them up in the afternoon type of thing. So might want to consider a golf cart if you're coming here to Lakewood, or if you live, you know, within like walking distance. A lot of them walk their child to school in the morning as well. So but yes, the schools are going to be, yeah, Lakewood is, again, one of the best. Long Middle School is, I believe, got a B rating, and then Woodrow Wilson is going to be the public high school that you'll feed into here. Got an A- rating there, but I know a lot of people, just to be frank with you, that send their kids to private school here. You know, I mean, this is one of those, like I mentioned in the intro, one of those kind of upper class suburbs where, you know, you're gonna have a little bit of extra money lying around, and so they choose to invest that into their child's education, right, through private schools and things like that, right? So yeah, I'm just looking at some of these homes. You got a contemporary one coming up right here. Let's see if you can get past this tree. So a little contemporary style, a little very, newer brick style right there. Yeah, a lot of this kind of, there's a more modern one on that side as well. But yeah, speaking of, hey, if you like what we're talking about so far, hey, tap that like button down below. It would mean the world to us if you did that. Definitely helps us out. So thank you so much. And make sure you're subscribed as well. Definitely don't want to miss the next video that we drop, I'm telling you right now. So make sure you tap the bell so that you get notified when that video comes out. But this should give you a pretty good idea of kind of what you can get at this kind of starting, entry point into Lakewood. And so let me drive you around this one, and I'll drive around every neighborhood that I cover as well, so you can kind of see, get a little bit better feel of it after I talk about it. And but yeah, with that being said, let me take you to the next neighborhood, and I'll see you there. All right, real quick, I wanted to show you the Dallas Arboretum. So this is 66 acres of botanical gardens back here. Voted one of the best botanical gardens in the entire South out here. Absolutely massive. It actually borders White Rock Lake as well. So you can see the lake from certain parts of the park back here, but very cool spot to come hang out and just walk through and see all the different flowers and everything. They said they've trialed over 1 million, actually maybe closer to 1.5 million different plants in here. So really cool spot to bring the family, bring the kids, and just kind of walk around through here and just have a good time, enjoying some of what nature has to offer. And if you go during the different seasons, they definitely theme the different seasons for, they've got like it's about to be October, and so they've got the pumpkin patches going on inside right now. So depending on what time you go, there will be different themes that they play throughout the year. So with that being said, let me take you to the next neighborhood, and I'll see you there. All right, welcome to the second neighborhood. So this home that we're gonna feature at this price point is going for $649,000, 4 beds, 2.5 baths on 2,300 square feet, which is gonna put you at $279 a square foot. You do have a 2-car garage in the back, and this home was built in 1975 on just over 1/4 of an acre actually. So you got a little bit of space on this one, and you got that Spanish style. So here we're getting into some of the variety that Lakewood has to offer. A little bit of a taste of Arizona, in my opinion, right here. So all you guys coming from Arizona, you can come over to Dallas, and it's like you never left. Actually, maybe a little cooler than the desert summers out there. So you do have a pool in the back as well, so you can definitely cool off if it gets a little too hot for you in the summer, and take a little dip. And then on the inside, the layout is it's different on the inside, but for me it works. Like they definitely brought the creativity on this one, and it's all updated on the inside as well, but it definitely retains that old school charm, that historic charm, from the 70s and everything, that's one thing that I love about Lakewood. Is that's kind of the theme that you'll kind of see in Lakewood is, it's gonna, everything's gonna be updated on the inside. So you're gonna be living in luxury on the inside of your home, but on the outside, it's gonna keep that historic charm, and some of that historic charm will even, seep into the inside. So you really feel that on the inside as well, even though, your kitchen is completely upgraded with all the fancy appliances and things like that, right? So yeah, that's one thing that I absolutely love about Lakewood. So on this one, we are on a nice little cul-de-sac. So this is a pretty unique street right here. We're literally, you could actually throw a stone, depending on how good of an arm you've got, and you could probably hit White Rock Lake from here. So pretty quiet, cul-de-sac street back here. Pretty unique little neighborhood back here. So I might find a different neighborhood that's in, this 650 range to kind of show you what you can get when I do the drive around. Again, you're gonna have the good trees in here, and you're still pretty close to, I said you're close to White Rock, so you can obviously do that. You've got some really cool shops right on this corner over here, and actually a really good taco spot. So if you want some really good tacos, you can go to that spot over there. And let's see, I'm trying to rack my brain on the map here. So yeah, close to Arboretum is on the other side of the lake. We're on the south west part of White Rock Lake right now. So Arboretum would just be, you just cut under the south side and it's right there. And then yeah, you'd be like 5 minutes away from, Lakewood Theater and that whole area over there. So you can definitely get, over there to the country club, to the Whole Foods if you need some groceries over there. But yeah, all the popular spots you're not going to be too far away from. But let's talk about something that maybe isn't so popular, and that is the property taxes, right? So I know, listen, everybody loves to complain about the property taxes. Oh my God, they're so high in Texas. And yes, they are higher in Texas than maybe in other states, but we actually do another video that I'll link to in the description below. We've got a couple of links down there you might want to check out, by the way, where we break it down. We do the math on everything when it comes to taxes, and we do a little comparison on what it looks like being in Texas and all the taxes here versus people coming from California. And even if you're not from California, then it'll still make sense for you. Just input the taxes from the state that you're at. But not to give it away or anything, but I think you might be surprised at the outcome, at the conclusion that we come to in that video. Okay, so I'm not gonna give it all to you here, maybe, but I think you're kind of getting what I'm saying if you can catch on to that. But yeah, I think so Lakewood is part of Dallas, right? So it's going to be 2.72% property taxes, at least at the moment. So kind of just above average right there. So the range in all of DFW is going to be 1.8 all the way up to 3.4%. So but again, Texas being one of the states that doesn't have the state income tax definitely helps us out on the tax front, right? And there are some incentives when you get into some exemptions that you can get into on the tax side that I explain again in that video. So again, you'll really have to check out that video. So make sure you check that one out next. The link to it is going to be down below. But yeah, again, if you're looking for someone with some expertise, right? Listen, I think our team is the best in the world at finding our clients, depending on what their situation is, what their lifestyle that they're looking for. Our team is the best in the world at doing that. So if you're curious about Lakewood or maybe some different suburbs that are similar to Lakewood, then you got to reach out. Give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or schedule a Zoom so we can jump on a Zoom together and get you sorted that way. All right. But yeah, with that being said, this is kind of a little bit of a unique situation, but I'll drive through maybe a different neighborhood around the same price point so you can kind of see what you can get in this $600,000 to $700,000 range. And then I'll meet you at the next neighborhood. All right. See you there. All right, real quick, I wanted to show you Lakewood Country Club. So this is one of the nicer country clubs in all of Dallas. You're also gonna have a Whole Foods right across the street, and then you're gonna have some tennis courts, some really nice tennis courts actually on the back side. But actually, let me show you the first tee right there. So that's your first hole right there. So not a bad hole to start out on. But with that being said, let me take you to the next neighborhood and I'll see you there. All right, welcome to the fourth neighborhood. So listen, when you move to Lakewood, odds are you might have a $1 million budget. So this home that we're gonna feature right here is going for $1.1 million, 4 beds, 3 baths with 2 half baths as well on 4,000 square feet, which is gonna put you at $283 a square foot. You are gonna have a 2-car garage on the back side there that you're gonna access through the alley, of course, like I mentioned earlier. And this home was built in 2005 on 0.2 of an acre, a lot right here. So, you know, listen, when I think of Lakewood, this is kind of what I think of, right? And so maybe not this new, so to speak, you know, well, 2005, you know, it's 15 years old, right? But, you know, this is kind of the vibe that I kind of think of when I think about Lakewood here. So, but that style, that brick and stone combination, you're gonna see a lot of, you know, that's gonna be pretty popular here in Texas. And then we're walking alongside the mail lady right here, so getting her exercise in. But yeah, inside of that one, you're gonna have that open floor plan, the vaulted ceilings, you know, fully updated kitchen, you know, a fireplace in the master suite as well, and even a game room upstairs. And then you'll have the pool. That one's got a pool over there with a covered patio in there as well. So they didn't really miss anything in that house back there. But yeah, you've got a little bit of a more contemporary style over here. You got that's a traditional style right there, and then you got a Mediterranean across the street right here. A little bit of a chateau look right here, right? So you've got, again, you got a little bit more variety out here in Lakewood than you do in other suburbs around Dallas, right? But you know, the trees you're gonna have, you know, these are, you know, pretty. Lakewood is really really established, right? So you're gonna have those trees out here that are gonna be like right here. They almost connect across the street on top of the street over there. Everybody's yards are gonna look really, really nice in here. Actually, the neighbor that I was just at back there, I got to talking to her a little bit, and she didn't want to be in the video, so I had to respect that. But you know, she was out there working on her flowers, on her garden out there in the front, right? So that's a cool looking house. I like that one. And then I guess it's Luke's birthday here today, but also, so here's one thing. You got the net in the front, right? So I'm here during the day, so the kids are probably at school, but you know, after school and definitely in the summertime, you know, you'll see kids out here, you know, shooting the soccer ball into the net right there. And, you know, you'll see like lacrosse nets and everything out here as well, where, you know, I mean, kids are athletes out here, right? And so if your kid is an athlete, and especially if they're into either soccer or tennis or martial arts, you'll definitely have to reach out to me. I'm very connected in those worlds, right? So if you're looking for a good situation with a good coach and everything like that, then definitely reach out and I'll hook you up with the best situation for your kid right there, depending on, you know, where they're at, what they're looking for, right? So, oh, I guess it's somebody else's birthday. Happy birthday, Oliver. All right, so we got a ton of birthdays going on this street here today. But yeah, you're gonna be really close to, again, really close to Lakewood Theater area over there. So, you know, not too far from Lakewood Country Club and things like that. So, you know, if you want to go to Whole Foods, get your shopping done, then you can, of course, get out there and get everything that you need to get over there. Pretty close to 75 as well. So you can, you know, get that access over to, you know, to the highway to get wherever you need to go in Dallas. And yeah, I think that pretty much does it for this neighborhood. You've seen a little bit of variety in here, but now it is officially time. We're gonna take you to the top listing in all of Lakewood, and I'm telling you, we got pretty lucky with the timing of this. So it's a pretty special home, so I'm excited to show it to you, and I will meet you there. All right, are you ready for the top listing in all of Lakewood? Well, here she is. This one is going for $6.5 million, 8 beds, 8.5 baths on 9,200 square feet. And this one was built in 1926, ladies and gentlemen. So almost 100 years old, if you can believe that. and built on just over a full acre lot, actually closer to like an acre and a quarter back here. So it goes way back. You've got a garden and everything on the back side there. So yeah, I know it's kind of hard to see from this angle, so we'll walk down. It's big enough, you know, we can walk down and get some other angles of it. But yeah, we got pretty lucky here, ladies and gentlemen. This is a historic English Tudor manor that was built by Sir Alfred Bosham in the 1920s, like I mentioned. And if you don't know who Bosham is, he was the gentleman responsible for the Magnolia building, which was actually Dallas's first ever skyscraper. So what makes this property unique is, you know, Sir Bosham wanted this home to last, you know, for a long, long time, you know, centuries, right? And so instead of your regular slab, a foundation, and a wood frame, this foundation goes many feet deep, and he actually used steel for the frame. So, you know, when I say the bones are solid, you know, I'm talking, you know, some Tony Stark, Iron Man-esque level bones here. This home isn't going anywhere, right? And so, hey, if you're looking to own a little piece of history here in Dallas within walking distance of that coveted Lakewood Elementary, then hey, this one might just be calling your name right here. So here are your neighbors across the street, by the way. So that's a beautiful looking home as well. And then I didn't show your neighbors to the right, but they've got a nice colonial style over there. But let's do a nice little recap on Lakewood here. So again, I think, you know, what's gonna stand out for me about Lakewood is, you know, just how updated the homes are on the inside, but still preserving that historic charm on the outside from, you know, from the street view. It's gonna have a beautiful aesthetic with the old growth trees and everything, really having a nice setting to it. I love Lakewood just for how it feels in here, right? And you're gonna have easy access to downtown, to North Park if you need some really good shopping, and even the hyper local shopping and restaurants are top notch really as well, right? So you really got a lot of pluses here in Lakewood. And so I always like to end on 3 words that can kind of summarize the suburb here for you. So when we're talking about Lakewood, I think, so my 3 are gonna be, it's definitely an upper class suburb, right? So if you couldn't tell from the median home price, you know, now you know, you can kind of, you've seen it now a little bit. So definitely, if you can afford it, this is gonna be a great place, a great option for you. Definitely, number 2 is definitely an active city, right? So when you're bordering White Rock Lake, you know, you can take the Santa Fe Trail over, which actually Santa Fe goes all the way into Deep Ellum as well. And then White Rock Creek Trail can take you over there as well. And that actually goes all the way up to North Dallas and far North Dallas up there. So you could take that one for miles and miles and back if you wanted, right? So get a nice little workout over there. Get your sweat on over here in Lakewood. But the last one is gonna be the access. You know, I mean, you're really well situated here, depending on, of course, if this is the kind of lifestyle that you're looking for, you know, be close to downtown, but kind of get that suburban feel, then, you know, this is Lakewood, right? So, hey, if this is where you want to be, then, you know, you got to reach out, right? Give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or jump on our calendar if you want to jump straight to a Zoom with us. You know, hey, you guys know what my face looks like. I'd love to know what you guys look like and get to know you guys. And then, yeah, hey, if you've liked what we talked about today, tap that like button down below. It would mean the world to us if you did that. Thank you so much. Definitely helps us out. Make sure you're subscribed as well. And I'm telling you, you do not want to miss the next video that we drop. So make sure you tap the bell down there as well. And hey, if you're continuing your research here, I want to invite you, you know, tap the Dallas, Texas living name below, head to our main channel page, use the search bar on there for whatever it is that you're looking for, whether it's a specific topic or a specific, you know, area that you're looking for. We do a ton of different videos on everything really Dallas has to offer. So definitely go in there. And if I don't have what you're looking for, then yeah, definitely leave me a comment down below. Let me know what it is that you're looking for, and happy to bump up the priority based on the demand for you guys, whatever you guys want, right? I do this for you guys. This isn't for me, so whatever you guys want, I'll put it out there for you. And then, yeah, let's start that conversation, right? So if you know anything about Lakewood, if you've lived here before, or if you live here now and you've got some additional comments, let's get that conversation. I reply to everybody, so let me know what's on your mind down in the comments down below. And if you don't know where to go from here, then you should see some videos popping up on the end screen right now. They can definitely point you in the right direction. So, you know, again, we do a ton of different styles of videos on here. So whichever one is popping out to you right now, make sure you click on that next. And yeah, until the next video, I'll see you around town.